everyone, Tracy here from Temperance Tarot, and I wanted to do a very quick walkthrough of the Morgan's Tarot that has recently been re-released by US Game Systems. I have somewhere in this massive collection of decks, I got from eBay a previous version, a vintage version of this deck, but it was not complete. It had about 72 cards, and this deck has, I believe, 88 cards. I didn't count them. So when the reprint came out, I was very excited to get a hold of the reprint. It is standard tuck box stuff. It does come with a little white book and the cards. Now, I do know that my vintage version was not this glossy. This is a pretty glossy deck, but my vintage version was not this glossy. And I do, because it's kind of glossy, I need a solution. So anybody who watches who has a solution, the cards are not numbered, and it just goes in the little descriptions, which technically you probably don't really need, but I would like to be able to find the little description again. So what I'd really like to do is take some sort of a black pen and be able to write a number on each of these cards and then write a number next to the description, so that as I pull them, I can, if I want to, go and look them up, because you'll see some of them are, this is a weird deck. This is very existentially ambiguous and kind of like a David Lynch movie. It just kind of goes around in weird circles and takes different approaches, and there are some times where I would like to be able to read what they say about the cards without just, you know, having to go through one page at a time, and you get me. So if you know of a good pen that will write on this glossy cardstock and not smudge, because you can see I took just a plain ballpoint pen and tried to do it there, and it just smudged badly. And the little fine line Sharpie that I have, I was able to wipe it completely off. So if anybody with any suggestions for pens so that I can write on the cards before I take them out of order, because once I get them out of order, I am screwed. So technically this is considered, you know, even though I would consider this a title card because it has the illustrator and the creator's name on it, it is in the little white book and has a description of what it means. So yeah, transmutation through union of opposites. There's a description for that. So let's just have a quick look at all the cards. Here we go. Oh, yep, I do want to do this because I want to keep them in order until I find the right pen. Your mission is not yet complete. So yeah, cards like this, you really don't need a description for, but you'll see in a little bit that there's some that you might want to have a little help with. There are no mistakes. I think that's hilarious. And passion, why the street scene for passion is actually explained in the little white book. It's not what you do that counts, it is where your head is at. Very 70s. And see on the back it says love is God, and it has a sort of a mandala thing on it. Go ahead on. Do it now. I think I'll make a Buddha. And the book, it explains that this card was a small child was given a lump of clay and asked what he was going to make with it, and the child said, I think I'll make a Buddha. Keep up the good work. Who am I? Love this card. Whatever's right. Do not meddle in the affairs of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger. Think about it for a while. I still don't understand. The very 70s computer there. Don't worry, you can do no wrong. Yeah, well, I bet his mama would disagree with that. Someone is laughing at you. The one mind is rootless and foundationless mind. So that's one of those where I would prefer a little bit of help. And here we have rebirth and death. Heavy. Freak. Now some of these, this is a 70s deck, some of these might be considered not politically correct. Be careful going around curves. Somewhere there's an energy leak. Now, the 6 ball, the 8 ball I could understand. The Virgin Sun Queen. No trips without a tripper. And there's your trip. The Path. There's a completely blank card. I could do a lot with that, actually. What are you feeling now? 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 It's like asking the Magic 8 Ball questions. Drink gold. What's happening? Yes, very 70s. And there I was, surrounded. There is nothing you can do. Awake. Who is watching the cosmic drama? Okay. You are experiencing an illegitimate feeling. Mushroom. That's another drug reference. Down home funk. Nobody here but us folk. Yeah, I can't really see it. I'm sure it's supposed to say something there. Or what was it I was doing a minute ago? Yesterday's truth. Or what was it what I was doing a minute ago? Your doubt is your faith, if necessary. In your particular case, perhaps. I mean, that's just, ugh. This may not be a perfect circle, but it is a perfect whatever it is. Boo! Drug dragged. Power. You are a pawn. As above, so below. Maya, the field of the Lord. The dream. You are our God. Do wacky do. Hand. It's a dog eat dog food world. Ignore the proceeding. Look, it's like a you did a reading, but I just want you to ignore it. Far out. It's so very 70s. Eternal bliss. Stop. Not unfolding the way it should. The universe. Door to the Akashic Records. There is no you. Let's get really existential there. From here on in, it's nothing but a downhill run. Orders. Await further orders, await further orders. Yeah, like this one. Speed. If there is a judge, you are it. There are no others. It's very similar to a previous one. Insignificant change. Insignificant change. Not insignificant change. Wait. And then we have the robot. Forget it. The war has reached a critical point between Atlantis and MU. I came from a different planet. Tomato, potato, eggplant. Baba. And there's another circle. This is central headquarters. The valley. Does consciousness ring a bell? Messengers Monday. Let George do it. Love. Pigs and fishes surround you. Try to relax. Always remember this. And wordless. So those are the cards from the reprint of the Morgan's Tarot. I do believe it's the same. I don't think anything's changed. But there you go. There's a weird and quirky deck. And once I can write on the cards so that I can put some numbers on them, I'll try to do some readings with it and let you know what it tells me. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.